Of the year, this man is going to be very, very quick and very hard to beat indeed. He's got a very smooth and economical riding style and very fast through the corners indeed. 103, Dave Watson was the other man who did very well. He had 2 seconds and a third, I believe, yesterday, or 2/3 and a second the other way around. Certainly very quick off the line. He's down there on the second row of the grid. And the other one that impressed us very, very much indeed was number 160. And we hope to see him out here today. It's Tony Woodcock on the 600 CBR Honda. Now, is he down here? Let's have a look. And the rest of the riders coming out, so possibly he's there with the rest of the group, but certainly was going very, very quickly indeed yesterday, and really made that CBR 600 sing. Now, well, I've got to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, I can't see number 80 down there on the grid, but I can see an 81, and that 81 looks identical to the number 80 that was racing yesterday. So I don't know whether, for some reason, the numbers have been changed, but that certainly looks like Neil Russell on the 1000cc Yamaha, and during practice this morning was certainly being ridden very quickly indeed, as Neil Russell did yesterday. So we'll have to probably check that up at lunchtime and just make sure that things are okay. I can't see number 160, so maybe we're not going to see Tony Woodcock out there today. And that will be a shame, because he really did get that CBR 600 on song yesterday. And of course, with all these riders being newcomers or restricted license holders or whatever you like to call them, there is a great difference between the machinery. We've got machines as small as 250 right up to 1000cc Yamaha, 750 Quackers, 1052 Suzuki's, a couple of Motor Guzzi 948 down in the program. So you can see it's a race more for the riders rather than for a particular class of machine. But some of these guys, very, very quick indeed. Who's that just coming through to the front row? 43, Paul Smith on a 250 RGV. Some of the riders just being moved up, so it looks like we're going to have a second start with a 20-second delay again. And yesterday, although there was a second start, the Clubman's Racing Club as always gave a trophy for the winner of the second start. So even though they were fairly well down the field, the winner of their little scrap managed to get a trophy at the end of the day. .103, Dave Weston just moving over slightly to his left to enable him to get in between 43 and 42. Nigel Bruning and Paul Smith. He wants a little bit of clear tarmac because he really is a quick starter, this guy. Visors then come down. Everybody moves up. All eyes then on the starter. We wait for the red lights to come on. Yep, 30-second board. That means any time within 30 seconds. It doesn't mean it has to be 30 seconds. So we wait for the board. Watch Weston on 103. Red lights come on, away they go. And yep, Weston through. He's gone through in between 43 and 42. Exactly as I said he would. He positioned himself ideally so that it was enabling him to get a good start. He slots through in about third or fourth place as they go through Riches. We look down to the second start. The red lights come on. They go to green. Off they go. And first one off the line is 164, and that is David Bowie on the 1100 Suzuki Slingshot. Not that David Bowie, but the Bowie that races motorcycles. So they're safely on their way, and it wouldn't surprise me if the likes of David Bowie start to catch up with the tail enders of the first start very, very quickly indeed. But the leaders of the first start already have turned left in towards the S's. Now they're turning right underneath the Dunlop Bridge and up in towards Coram Curve for the first time. Bomb hole. Coram Curve. Down into the Russell Chicane, and we've got a couple of riders who have made the breakaway already through the left and right hander. Round onto the start finish line they come to complete lap number 1 then. 169 is the man that comes through. That is AP Tracey in the program. It's Ashley Tracey on the 350 Yamaha. So he leads the field through. We've got a yellow flag flying at the entrance to Ridges and a bike down on the left-hand side, but the rider's up and okay. The rider just taken a tumble and is up and okay. The marshal's just removing the offending piece of machinery from the circuit. So away that goes. And again we look down then towards the S's. They're turning left and right once again underneath the Dunlop Bridge. And we have to as they come round Coram, and round they come down in towards the Russell Chicane. It looks as if we've got a change of leader. Through the left and right flick they come, knees come out and over the start finish line, and it's 1, 2, 3 that comes through in the lead. So Sean Emmett on the 350 production Yamaha is leading the field, and some of the bigger boys are struggling. Well, there's the thing, you could expect that on the Indy circuit of Brands, but not at Snetterton with a very fast rev it straight. You would assume that some of the big boys would power their way through and overhaul the 350s, but that's what we've got in the lead. In fact, he's just gone back down into second place again. Tracey moves up into the lead, so that could be a chop and a change position as they go. Obviously the TZ350 got the more power advantage in a straight line. Left and right they go then underneath the Dunlop Bridge, past the bomb hole grandstand and up towards Coram Curve. The circuit bathed in beautiful sunshine here on this Easter Sunday. Up to the lead, past a back marker. Round through Coram. Tracey still leads because it's a blue fairing as they come down in towards the Russell Chicane. So Tracey leads from Emmett in second place, but only just. And who's that joining in the fray? Well, that's Watson. So Dave Watson now goes through. He got a good start, but then seemed to slow a little bit. So maybe he had a problem for the first half a lap. But he went through into second place, and he's now been demoted by Emmett again. So Emmett obviously quicker through the twiddly bits on that smaller 350 than Watson is on the bigger Suzuki. But on the back straight now, Watson should be able to open up and power right the way through. It's Emmett from Tracey from Watson. Watson now moves up into second place, and very soon, like now, he moves through into the lead. So it's now Watson from Tracey from Emmett as they turn left-handed and right-handed through the S's. This is where little Sean Emmett makes up ground on that 350 production machine. Obviously easier to ride through the wiggly bits, and that's exactly what he does. He rides it as fast as the other two, but I don't think he's going to get on with Dave Watson. We'll have to wait to see when they come round. Through Coram they come then, this to complete the end of lap number 4. Whoops, round the back marker, one side then the other. So you jump over the line Watson from Tracy from Emmett, so still the same race order. Just watch Sean Emmett to see if he can get close enough as they go up towards Richards. I don't think so this time. Nope, he's going to have to be satisfied with third. Fourth place then is number 77, that's Darren Mason on the 750 Suzuki. Then number 52, Ian Hickey on the 750 Quacker. Then comes number 257, that's an addition to the programme, Simon Rutherford. And then number 84, and that's Phil Knowles. So that completes lap number 4. This then being their last lap, their last 1.917 miles. And Watson, it looks as if he's going to take the checkered flag. No Neil Russell, so shame there then for Neil Russell, because he certainly was the only man that would have been able to challenge the big Suzuki of Dave Watson as they come up towards Coram Curve. Is that the race leaders? Again, difficult to see in the sunshine. Checkered flag there, and waiting for the race leader. We can only assume that it's the ones that are carving their way through the back markers, and they are indeed. Now, have we got a change of anything? Because that really was a bit dodgy there as they came through the back markers. Watson comes over in the lead. Emmett goes through in second. Tracy has to be satisfied with third place. So in all the mix-up with those back markers, Sean Emmett took advantage and nipped down the inside to take second place. Tracy got back to, boxed in by the back markers, and that's the way it finished then, with Watson first, Sean Emmett second, and Tracy in third place. Fourth place goes to number 77, Darren Mason on the 750 Suzuki, and then fifth place went to number 52, Ian Hickey on the 750 Quacker. So there we go then, another good win for Dave Watson. Did extremely well yesterday, continuing in the winning ways here on this beautiful Easter Sunday here at Snetterton. Third round, second day of the Clubman's Racing Club Grand Slam Championship Day. It's going to be a Super Days racing. We've seen some great racing already. The other riders just coming home to complete their 5 laps under the checkered flag, and that will be the end of race number 3. And isn't it funny? Races 1 and 2 with experienced riders were stopped by red flags. This is a race for supposed newcomers. It's exciting all the way to the checkered flag, and they don't put a foot wrong. There must be a moral in there somewhere. When I've worked it out, I'll try and let you know what it is. But certainly the newcomers doing extremely well today, and no more so than the winner, Dave Watson.